Welcome back everybody to 2026. Today we have something a little bit different. This is what I call Johnny 5. So this car is a Nissan Note Aura and it's from around 2022, I believe. I thought that it would be pretty cool to start the new year in something that's a little bit different, something that's hybrid, something that is packed with a lot of tech, something that basically is a robot. So let's jump in and let's check what is on offer in a Nissan Aura. We're inside the car. My wife is joining me today, and firstly I just want to say that this is a friend of mine who has let me borrow for the day, make a video on his car. Thank you very much to Jerome. Jerome is in Australia and the car is actually heading to Australia. Once this video is complete, me and my wife, we're going to fly over to the deregistration office, take the number plates off and deregister the car, and then off it goes to Australia. I wanted to make this video because I haven't seen too many on this car, and I wanted to give Jerome a little insight into what he's getting, although these cars are already quite popular in Australia. Actually, it looks like Australia is trying to stop the import of these cars. For 2026, they could be cracking down on cars like this, cars that basically have a heck of a lot of technology for the price that you can buy them at, right? So in Japan, this kind of car will run you roughly 3 million yen, which is around 30,000 Australian dollars. The amount of car that you're getting is really incredible. It really is. I mean, the technology in the car, everything, the layout, the look of the car, I would say unmatchable for anything that is for sale in Australia. So I have a funny feeling they're really trying to crack down on this car coming. So today I have to deregister the car and show the government in Australia the export certificate so that they can hopefully class it as one of the last coming into Australia. I could be wrong, but based on some information that I got recently from a good friend, Jason, who's also in Australia, I believe it to be the case. It is snowing. We do have to be very careful because these little country roads out here in Japan don't see much light. So there's a lot of very sort of dangerous looking surfaces out here with ice, perhaps snow left over, stuff like that. So I'm going to be very careful as well because it's not my car. Now, moving into stuff that I found with the car, I think the first feature that I found is it's almost like a braking assist type feature. And the best way to explain it really is, if you imagine you're at a certain speed in your car, whether it's an automatic or manual, you let off the accelerator pedal and the car will slowly coast to a stop at some point. Some cars can go on for, quite a distance. Some more modern cars, automatics, they sort of slow down a bit quicker, I think. But this car, and this is the reason I'm highlighting it, is because it's the first time for me to feel this kind of thing. The car actually starts to stop by itself, so it's braking almost for you. It's a force that you can feel, and it's almost like, have I got the handbrake on or something? But it isn't. It's actually the car trying to help you. I'm going to accelerate up to about 60, and then I'm going to let off, and you should be able to see, and I'll tell you what speed and how quickly it sort of drops off as well, but you should be able to see the needle drop as though the car is actually braking. And it was just a unique part, sort of feature that I haven't experienced in a car before. So here we go. I'm coming up to 60 miles an hour and I'm not braking, I'm letting off. So the car now 50, 40, 30. My foot is not on the accelerator pedal, but we are coming up to a stop, complete stop. I think that is quite a fun sort of safety feature for somebody, but it doesn't really stop there. You've got a lot on this this main screen that you can probably see. You've got stuff like, if I control the window wiper, you can see it pops up, and I can actually toggle through the options and choose at what speed I want it to do it. And then it doesn't stop there. You can do lights. So if I turn the lights on, you can see it pops up, and you can also control your lights from there as well. There's a lot that is sort of new to me. You know, someone else out there might be watching this video and think, you know, have you been living in a stone age or something? And it's, yeah, maybe true. My cars are typically very old. This is kind of like a dummy's guide to a techie car, let's call it that, because, you know, I'm not very techie, and I don't have cars that are like this, you know, so it's really new stuff for me, at least. We have a big massive monitor over to the left where you've got TV, radio, you can take calls, navigation, Bluetooth, and it's very, very easy to use. I had a quick flick through earlier today. It's sort of straight over my head stuff, if I'm honest, but it is, you know, pretty convenient. I'm not going to lie. After you've been in a car with so much technology and so much sort of cool about it, with the carbon effect sort of interior panels and the big leather dash with the stitching, and, you know, another amazing feature of this car is very modern Recaro bucket seats that really do keep you in place. And it's just a, you know, it's a cool addition to add to a sporty-ish sort of car. This car is actually one of the higher spec versions. There's a lot to offer in this car, and I just think it's a really, really easy to use, convenient, cool car with the red. It's just really, really cool. I mean, it doesn't even feel like a normal everyday car. The suspension it's not super soft, it's not waving around on the corners. It is a sporty version of a car that might be a little bit floaty. So I think Nismo have really gone all out on this, to be honest, and I'm sort of considering one as a replacement for my daily car. And that's not the first time that's come up. I've been watching these cars for a year or so now, and I do really think that this could be a replacement for my daily car, because I am a Nissan man, and I do love Nismo stuff. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering, how does it go? Is it fast? And well, it's surprisingly quite quick. 3 modes. We've got this D mode switch, and it goes between normal, eco, and then the top one is Nismo. And once you hit that Nismo sort of option, you can immediately feel, even though you're not really, you know, foot on the accelerator, it livens up and the revs change. So if I go back to eco, I can feel the car again trying to brake for me. It's much flatter. If I go up to Nismo, I haven't even accelerated. My foot stayed in the exact same position on the pedal, yet the revs pick up, the speed starts to pick up, and I'm just gonna get through this signal, and then I'm just gonna demonstrate the sort of quick blast feel that you get from the battery, I think, from the electric side of the car, because it is really quite a kick, and it's a very sort of, it lasts for a second or two. It's an initial kick, and then after that it feels more like a normal sportier car as it accelerates. I'm in Nismo mode, and I'm just gonna dab the accelerator after this curve. It literally punches you. Give it a quick dab. So you can feel it immediately, and it is literally just that initial punch that pushes you back in your seat. And then from there on, it starts to pick up more like a normal car would. But that initial punch is really quite exciting, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if you can see any movement in the car in me, but it does give an initial sort of very electric feeling bash that nothing else is going to give you, to be honest. It's similar to a turbo, except it's instant and it's anywhere across the rev range, and it's just very electric. And then after, it now, for example, it's normal. You don't feel it. It accelerates as a normal car. So it's quite an exciting little feature. Let me just try that little blast again one more time, because it is quite fun. I can't even imagine what that would feel like in sort of a modern, you know, let's say the Porsche Taycan Turbo. That must feel absolutely amazing. Right, so once we get around this corner, we'll hit a bit of a straight, and I will just light it up a little bit. I don't want to do it too much because it's Jerome's car. Here we go. This is the last corner. And we are off. So at this point, the speed is increasing very much like a normal car, but that initial punch is just really, really fun. I honestly think that this would be the perfect car for, you know, a young family looking for a daily, somebody's wife, maybe somebody's son or daughter, as a first car. I mean, it's got lots of space, lots of headroom, and just, you know, the overall drivability is really good. But I think with this car, the main thing is the technology. It's just everywhere. It's just really, really cool. And it's not a bad looking car, you know. You've got everything that you could want in this car for, in Australia, 30,000 Australian dollars. And I think that's pretty good value for money, to be honest. I mean, even you've got this, I don't know if this is in all of them, but the mirror that would usually be, you know, just a glass sort of mirror, exactly that, is a digital screen. So you've got quite a lot of options in this car. You've got your SOS button up on the roof. There's just so much. If you wanted a sporty car as a daily car, this is it, really. I mean, you get everything modern, the highest technology of its time for that money. I would like one of these as my daily car. Mine is actually a Corolla. It's a Corolla Sports from 2017-ish, something like that. And I mean, it feels just as quick, don't get me wrong, it feels just as quick, but the technology is definitely in this car more than it is in the Corolla. You know, the seats for me are just, I think that's another point that does it. And it's Nismo. Who doesn't want something that's Nismo? With that said, I really, really hope that Jerome enjoys this little guy. I'm almost back at storage, so it's time for me to sadly take off the number plates, which means that in Japan you can't drive the car unless you go and rent a number plate, or you have the trader plates that mean you can drive anything and you can put the numbers on anything. But for this car, it is the end of its journey in Japan, and yeah, I'm really quite sad about that, to be honest, because I do like it and I have enjoyed using the car for the last couple of days to get an understanding and find what I think about the car. It's sad that it's going to get moved away from Japan, but it's a new car. It's going to enjoy its life in Australia, and I really hope that Jerome and his family enjoy using this little cool car. I want to again wish everybody a happy new year and say once again thank you to Jerome for showing me this car and letting me use the car. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I'll have another sort of fun videos for you coming in the next couple of weeks. I do have a couple planned that I'm really itching to share because I've had a couple of new additions to storage that I really want to show you, and some real blasts from the past. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video is going to be helpful to some people, and I hope that Australia don't ban these cars from going over, because they are really cool and someone will benefit from all of this technology for that amount of money. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.